Hi. Yeah, that was special. Sorry about that. I don't know if anyone's actually will end up back anytime soon, but yeah, I'm pretty sure Hobo kind of walked on the keyboard, and I think it locked everything up on my broadcast computer, and I didn't notice for about half hour or so because everything was on. I just saw that no activity, but that happens sometimes for a while. So I just kind of kept doing what I was doing, and then at some point I looked at the computer, actually looked at the time on it, and I suddenly realized it wasn't the time it was, and it actually took me an extra minute or two, uh, because the how do I describe this? The thing I was looking at that would give me the time sometimes does screw up. It used to be always off by an amount. So, um, I didn't know which to trust for a full minute or two. I just thought it was it being broken again. Uh, just, of course, why would you be able to actually pin? Customize for 1 hour. Oh, let's see. Uh, yeah. Well, fuck you. Ugh. Sorry, guys. I'm still having some technical difficulties. I'm trying to set things, and it doesn't help that Neil's in the way, of course. Um, Changing this resets the timer starting from your update. Well, why aren't you changing your timing then? Um, hmm. So anyway, I hopefully didn't lose everyone completely. I'll let the ad run and then we'll see what we can see. Uh, see something quick while you guys are doing that. Ah, that's why it's been. Could you not be? Whoops. One more. And yeah, of course, it's not open there either. Why was that closed? All right. Well, I'm not going to worry about it too much. For some reason, conveniently, all my chat bars were closed everywhere, so I couldn't even monitor how long it took for everyone went. So I apologize. Once again, I apologize. I was sort of doing what I always do, which is kind of monitor it out of the corner of my eye. And since nothing moved, I somehow didn't I'm mainly looking at the chat, and for whatever reason, one of them had closed. It just was not cooperating. Just don't know, And so it took me a little while to see that my screen was locked up because I really wasn't watching myself because I'm not on camera. I was watching the game on my main screen and I didn't see any movement going on in chat. But that, sometimes that happens. That's, I didn't think anything of it. And then at some point, something just looked wrong. And that's when. And then it took me quite a little bit I was trying to gently get the thing to unfreeze, and I eventually had to just power off the computer because it wasn't even letting me Control-Alt-Delete. I wonder if it just overheated. Let me see. Don't give me that look. He's trying to sleep on the monitor, on the keyboard. Between him trying to use it as a pillow and her actually just walking across it, which is what I think happened, was I think her stroll messed something up. She was standing on like a dozen keys all at once. Why can't I get this to turn on? And see if that helps. I'd never turned on the little cooling fan under the monitor. Okay, you have to move. Oh, he was so offended. I love that. Those cats, they're putting themselves where they know they're not supposed to be, and then you touch them and they like, he just did one of those. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for not leaning against the computer anymore. Ugh. I have to build a cage around my broadcast setup and just have the things where you can stick your hand in. Then they'll probably just all lay on top of the cage and she'll poop. You love your cats. You love your cats. Remember, you love your cats. Did I mention I love my cats? Let's see. So we didn't miss really much because all I did was finish, selling a bunch of crap in Riverwood and then running over here. And, the main thing I did was, we're now twinsies. But I don't think we had anything else of grand import. Uh-oh. See, what's funny is, what's going on right now is on the other computer, which I know also happened to me a few minutes ago. We had a weird... See if that... Nope, that did not. I don't know why that keeps happening. We'll see how long we keep going. This might be a really early night, after all, because I don't know how long I can handle technical difficulties with a migraine. And I mean, I'm not in bad shape now. I'm just, I'm mainly just light sensitive. Okay, guys, everybody stop being computer. I don't want to have to reset you and turn a bunch of mods off, but I will. Could you please go back to actually functioning? I don't feel like my computer should have this much trouble. I mean, I've got a good graphics card. I mean, I said the only issue with it, Magus 80 was, we were discussing it, and he did say, and I agreed with him, because I'm not going to argue with him on this kind of stuff. Definitely, that'd be asinine of me. But that it's a little light. The graphics card itself is light on memory. Unfortunately, because at the time, there we go, it's back to normal now again. I don't know what causes those slowdowns. But, because it's a laptop, for whatever reason, NVIDIA made this card, I guess it's a 12 on desktop systems, 12 gigs, and it's 8 gigs on laptops. And I'm sure it's a space and heat issue, because that's what it always is on laptops. But I'm pretty sure if we had those, if it had the full amount of RAM as the other one, as the desktop models do, I probably wouldn't be having this problem, or at least at the levels I've been having it at, unless, of course, I've completely fucked up, my settings. But I don't know. I know my settings aren't ideal, but I also don't think I've made any, horrendous errors. Okay, so here is the Quicksilver. I'm gonna probably have to get us to Dawnstar. I normally don't take the carts, the wagons, because I figured out that doing that, I was denying myself what happens when you travel, when you do the normal traveling. I don't mind fast traveling once I've managed to reach a destination organically, but try to, do that at least. And though in this instance, I don't know if I want to run, at this level all the way there, but at the same time, I'm trying to think of where else, that's the best place to go to find Quicksilver. There's an entire Quicksilver mine there, plus a couple ore veins just kind of laying around. And for what I'm seeing, that's probably going to be, every time I need to make a new gun, I think Quicksilver is going to be involved. Get over here. Alright, where'd those other two go? Come here. Haha. Whoop, there you are. It's was trying to lift me into the air. I don't know if you could see that. Who was I just telling that? You can ride the bugs in this game. Their hitboxes are sufficiently large. Oh, that's good. That texture looks great. That's a good sign. I might want to consider restarting. Go a little farther. I'm going to push my luck a little bit. Now, let's go down here. Let me save in case of bullshit of either variety. I'm trying to remember, and I have no thought whatsoever of if there's any more Quicksilver mines around here. I feel like there is not, but I don't feel confident of that fact either. This will, if we can make enough money, I think this is going to end up being, well, we had a choice, because either ends up being our home, Well, and because the problem is, I was gonna say is I want to get the farm, the Golden Hills plantation, but that was a lot high, a little close there, Croc. And I love Golden Hills. What the hell is going on over there? Oh, that would be a saber cat. And there's also something going on over there. We have all sorts of bullshit. Get, yeah, you too. All right. I've lost the plot of what was going here. I saw somebody running for their lives. Uh-oh. Oh. I'm glad he's busy with him. Wait, don't. I was gonna help you, man. I really had good intentions. I'm glad I didn't fire and hit you, because you don't want to fuck with the Ankylosauruses are dangerous. They're not dangerous at all unless you piss them off. Then they will wreck your shit. But they, generally speaking, oh, that's interesting. He was apparently involved in this multi-way battle. Now, we don't want to go too close. Hey, because of those guys. Hey, was somebody coming at us? Oh, you little dick. I was trying to get the ones that weren't, that were dead. Yeah. Eat it. Okay. Oh, great. Now my water's all fucked up again. Just want my bolts. I don't know where the other one went. Oh, there it is. Well, this was dumb of me. The more I try to get my bolts, the more dangerous this is becoming. Alright, who's chewing on what? I guess that's Croc getting chewed on. Croc. Okay, he's still there. Alright, let's stay undercover for a minute. Because I really don't want to fuck with that thing. He is currently outside of our pay grade. Yeah, I think we'd survive, but maybe not. That's a griffin over there. And they're really cool, but they're also terrifying at low levels. Mainly because you can't get them to sit still. So they're really tough to hit. Somewhere along the lines I was in such a panic I forgot I can't drown, by the way. I have to keep reminding myself that I'm playing an Argonian. So we can actually do this. Oh, great. That did not sound like a good noise. That very much sounded like what I was worried about. Ah, crap. Yeah, let's go underwater again. You know, Croc, let's stay down here. That seems like a great idea. I'm betting Croc is going to start trying to attack it. So far, so good. See, the good news is it doesn't have a... I mean, it has a yell, it does. But it doesn't have a breath weapon, per se. The other thing I like about being an Argonian and not having to worry about drowning I would normally never go into third person while swimming because you have to be able to hit the surface occasionally. I don't have that problem. So, welcome back for anyone who was here earlier. And yes, I did have technical difficulties. I have decided that I don't want to deal with this thing that's flying overhead. It's not a dragon. I'm trying to let you see it without it seeing me. There he is. As I said, they're gorgeous. Amazing work by the mod creator. But they are an absolute pain in the ass to fight. And are currently outside of our... Hi. Okay, maybe he'll go bother that guy. He's sufficiently I think outside of our pay grade that I don't even necessarily want to try. Which of course means he's going to chase us for the next 600 miles. Because that's how it usually works in this game. If I want to fight someone, it runs from me continually. I said it does have like a scream attack, but I think it only really affects you from very close. You know, I was about to say I could stay near the ankylosaur, which would provide some protection because it will. See, as part of the issue with this thing is that it kind of like what I was complaining about the thief, except in this instance it makes sense. Oh, okay, he's hiding over here. It heals really quickly. Yes, hi. Yes, as I said, yeah, I also looked and realized at some point I realized my broadcast computer had frozen up. And I think between the migraine and the fact that I don't have my own image, you know, there's a static image there that I'm looking at. I just didn't notice that things were out of order for a while. And then then I had to fix what was out of order. So that was fun. I'm currently, as I said, fortunately I hadn't done too much in that half hour or so. Just mainly got ourselves over to this part of the world. Hey, I think it decided to piss off. That would be good. Oh, nope, he's back. Yeah, I had one point where Hobo was just totally standing on the keyboard looking at me. And I think that was probably what caused the problem. And she was just trying to do it again. I turned around and she's in the least comfortable position she could be in and lay there. And she keeps trying to go back to that spot because she knows you have like half the couch to yourself. Stop going over and trying to lay on the keyboard. I'm going to get angry at you. You're already on thin ice, little girl. You're going to get banished. Oh, there it is again. Like, I'm not even trying to shoot it because it just moves so fast. Yeah, it's a gorgeous model. And it's different. It's just, the problem is when it lands, it kind of has that, because it flies like this, it has that same personality that dragons do, where it gets just hyper and goes all over the board, all over the, area picking fights. But it never stays in one place very long, and then what happens is any damage you do to it, when it starts flying around like this, it starts healing. Let's see here. I'm assuming he's fighting a guard. I hope he's fighting a guard. Yep, okay. I will try to help a little. Oh, see? Whoa! I'm not used to them, like, dive bombing me at that level. Usually they stay a little ahead of you, but this one... Run, you fool! Run! Really? Really? Okay, fine. Venison for dinner. I know I'm supposed to be fighting the griffin. But I refuse to accept that level of disrespect from a deer. That level of stupidity must be punished. I wonder if I can... Oh. Okay, I don't know who you're fighting with now. Hi, I'm up here. Oh, I'm sliding down. Stop yelling in my ears. I feel like the closer you are to that, the more that's likely to sting. But now, let's see. Usually while it's flying around, it slowly heals. Oh, it actually landed... Oh, near the ankylosaur. That's beautiful. The ankylosaur is one of the things that might be able to kick his ass. Don't get in the way. Like a dragon, I'll occasionally take a pot shot at when it's in the air, because they hover occasionally. This thing, I never even, like, most of the time it's not even worth it. Alright, I don't want to get too close. The hell was that? I love that I now have animations where they rear up. When I first got them, I think as I was still on FNIS, they just kind of stand still. And the Dinklsaurs got much more animated when I moved to Nemesis. And then Dar. I didn't need to put it off. Croc, you could come help. Really appreciate it. See, like, you know, Croc, a little more damage to it would be great. See, and now it just flies 5 miles away. Let's see if it actually comes back over here. You're not used to seeing dragons without the Thomas the Tank Engine mod. Yeah, that's one, you know, I like somewhat silly mods, but there's certain runs that I go under the concept of they'd be fun. And these aren't technically dragons. These are actually griffins. They have a slightly different AI. You know, they are definitely reskinned, you know, for the skeleton, but they have a kind of a different pattern to them. And if we ever kill it, you'll see they're very, they're gorgeous models. It's just a matter. No, don't jump in front of me, you silly bus. Oh, great, to the mud crab too. I'm gonna die to the mud crab. I am not high enough level to be in this fight. All right, where did? Okay, at least the town guard, the guard is here too. The ankylosaurs. Okay, thank you. They're the ones who kicked its ass, and they're as long as I don't hit one. They're reasonably friendly. Alright, there we go. Thank you, guys. Thank you so very much. Oh, now you come back. Could have used your help. But the shading is off here. That's because the sun's over there. Because if you could see it, there's no way I'm picking this thing up. I mean... They did an amazing job with this model. Of course we have an ad now. But they did I mean, and they have different types. Showing off, Croc. That's if you I mean, I'm assuming the couple of those arrows were yours. I'm not going to completely discount it, but you know, they are. Like I said, they're a little bit smaller than dragons, and they don't breathe fire. They have that scream attack, which if you're very close will do some damage, but not nearly anything dragon's breath does. They're mainly just a pain in the ass because them not sitting still long enough to usually put a hurting on. Alright, now I'm gonna do this really quick so that we can do some planting. I don't know why Croc is... He seems to be moving weird. That's kind of the wrong speed. I don't know if something's going on with my game tonight. Alright, normally there would have been a ton of bees and things over here, but I'm pretty sure that damn griffin scared everything off. Well, at least we get these. You know, do we own the house? No. Does anyone stop us from squatters' rights? Fortunately, no. Now, I probably am going to go to get the... I don't do it too often, but the plantation is a definite possibility for this character. And normally, I would make that my base of operations because I like the smithing area there. But that depends on whether I still have the glitch that I have had for a very long time, and I've never been able to find anything that will help. I'm sure that if I can, I wish I was a little better at getting under the guts of the game, which I'm trying to learn in the, sometime in the near future. But I was having a dual problem of, instead of it saying Golden Hills Plantation, it says Creation Cell. And related, I can't get the well-rested bonus in the bed, even if I go through and remake it and pay all the money to, and I've seen other people who just use it even when it's like not totally theirs yet and get the full bonus. So that combination annoys me sufficiently that I usually end up making this my base now. Things did not go yesterday. I did not stream. Have Sleep Guy, thank you. Hey. And by the way, in case I didn't say it, Unfortunate Maze, welcome. Hi. You kind of showed up just as the ads were starting, so I don't know how much of what I said to you heard earlier. So that's why there's no camera today, because I'm sitting in the dark playing, because I had another migraine yesterday, so I'm still a little light sensitive. So we did not continue, and I'm just indulging myself with a different character tonight because I was feeling sufficiently off that I didn't want to try to get, this should have been, today's Thursday, right? Or I mean, right? My brain's that bad at this point. Should have been Fallout 4, but I knew I had to get the new thing downloaded and make sure it was running, and I didn't really check it hard, so I just went straight to, I'm just gonna pick a random character, something I made. Yeah, well, it's Friday there. Yeah, well, it's technically Friday here now as well. I sometimes count it as whenever I go to sleep, that's when the next day. Yes, I am technically in Friday as well, but all right, let me do this quick while what left my brain happens. Oh, before I do it, Croc.
Totally.
So I probably will end up doing this house and the plantation, unless that's working, and then I might make the plantation my full-time home. Trade. Let me grab some stuff from you. Could we get this into order? Thank you. All right, blister ward. Don't need those. I didn't grab the extra of those. That's weird. I should have at least one or two more of those on me. What else? Snowberries I need. Guess that's all I need from him right now. Ugh. Yeah, you will eventually get to stare at me as I play if you wish. This is just a temporary thing. I was saying earlier, and I would have definitely been doing this on Saturday or Sunday if this new migraine hadn't hit me. I'm feeling well enough right now, depending on what happens tomorrow. Since I have the capture card running now, it would not take me much work, I don't think, to transfer just move the cable from the computer, the gaming computer, to the PlayStation. I might try either early on Saturday or maybe on Sunday, and I said, it depends on how I feel and some other little factors. A quick stint with the VR. I just have to figure out how I'm going to set up the camera that would be viewing me. Because I will have the picture-in-picture set up with the one camera, so you guys can see me moving around like an idiot. This will be the PlayStation VR, so it's a big clunky setup. And I can't play for very long under good circumstances. So it definitely wouldn't be a long session, but it might be something where I do it for an hour or so in the afternoon, just to kind of as a test run and to thank people, which is why I'm mentioning it to people who have been diehards. Mama Bear, a few other people wanted to make sure I knew about it. And then as long as I don't make myself really sick, I'll do something regular later in the evening. I get amazed. I know I have to watch myself, and it depends on the game too. And I think it will also. I do have access now to. Well, it's a used unit that friends of mine gave me. But it's new to me, and it's significantly smaller, lighter, it's wireless. I've just got to, A, put it together, and B, learn, because it never goes in alphabetical order, it always confuses me. Learn how to use the thing, set it up properly. I got a few little things set up, but I got to finish, and then I have to get software for it, which is the hard part, because I refuse to pay $60 or $70 for another copy of Skyrim. So I have to wait till Skyrim VR goes on sale, because as much as I love this game, the fact that they are charging $60 for a 2017 port of a 2011 game. I mean, that takes some serious stones. There is no reason for it, for such an old game to still be that expensive. And that's what it is on Steam. And it's like, once they cut it about in half, I'll consider picking it up again, because after I buy it, I'll have to mod the hell out of it, because that's the problem with the PS4 system. You can't do any modding. It doesn't even let you do. You can't even put Anniversary Edition, Creation Club, on it. So it does kind of limit You know, it is about as vanilla as you can get on a game now, on the game nowadays. Um, and I would like to, you know, at the time I bought it, it was still the right choice because I couldn't afford a computer that would have run VR back then, 2018, whenever I bought it. Got a copy of I got a copy for the 30 with $15 faked as shipping. The shipping thing is ridiculous, yeah. But at least 30. Well, it's because they were trying to get a whole new audience with it for the handheld and the original game. But the VR, they just, I think they just go, anyone who can afford VR will pay this. I honestly believe that's like where they're coming from on that. Oh yeah, I want to do the one juniper berry. And for now, wheat. And wheat. Okay. So this way I already got some stuff growing. It's all my standard things I always make for characters, and then I'll make it more stylized later. Alright, let's see here. Now the question is, do I start making stuff right here and now, or do I wait and get well rested? Really wish I could remember if there was any other places I could get Quicksilver. Wow, they did not give me any corundum that time. They were cheap on me there. I mean, I've got corundum, but usually you get at least 1 or 2 out of that. You know, I might do one-handed and use those blacksmith hammers as my weapon. As much fun as I was having beating people with the broom. That might have to be my... I'm just thinking from the standpoint... yeah. Well, it's actually a lot less than that. Because, like, I looked on Amazon for the, you know, the system that I said a friend of mine gave me. They had bought newer ones, and they just said, yeah, sure, you know, it was amazing of them. And, you know, brand new, this one's like 200. So, well, it's actually Dawnstar. There is a whole mine for it. It's just getting to Dawnstar when I usually try to avoid, when I'm low level and usually try to avoid taking the wagons just on principle. So I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to break my principle and just wagon there, or if I'm going to, you know, take the long hike. And we could hike, and we could take the long hike. I don't have any specific goals for this character. And I have one, because there was one thing of Quicksilver up in the hill right where we are. So I'll have one ingot I can play with right now. Which I want to make. And I would like to make steel. I want to make the corundum before I forget. I'm pretty sure Croc's holding a bunch more for me. So before I... Oh, I can make those into Dwarven metal. Okay, good. Doing that right now before I forget. Where'd that other one go? Is he still holding that? Should have had 2 of those. Oh, wait, I do. I'm just dumb. Okay. Okay. So, that probably lowered the weight a lot. And let's see here. I said this character is Shoots-Yer-Kneecaps. He's an Argonian. The background story for him is that he is a Argonian genius tinker who was in Cyrodiil doing research on weapons, and he's come to Skyrim to do research with the no, Dawn Star's vanilla beginning place. It's where the Nightmare Vermina quest line is, and it's the second place after, and you end up there with the Dark Brotherhood. It's not it's completely vanilla. It's here, just to show you where it is on the map. There's Dawnstar. Right in between Winterhold and Solitude along the coast. It just, people don't go there a lot. For various reasons. But it's got an iron mine, and it's got a fairly large quicksilver mine. There's also a little bit of quicksilver like around here. So it's like in the area where you'd find it. I said I just found one outside of Whiterun that I knew about. And I feel like there's probably some more if I searched, but I don't remember off my top of my head. Because, quicksilver is useful, but it's usually not this useful. It's just specifically... Let me see here. It's just that for the guns, they decided that they were going to make it, it was going to be a must-have. Let's see. I can make more corundum if I need to. Let me grab at least, let me make one more for the moment. And then save the rest to see whether I need steel or what. Okay. It's too bad I can't use the slingshot balls as musket balls. Alright, let me check. I wish this would... I know I can filter it, but... Iron handgun. Why is that the... There should be another handgun I can make. What happened to the steel one? I guess that's my only choice. No, not yet. Wait, let me see what you need. Alright, quicksilver, 3 firewood, 3 iron, and a quicksilver. Okay, beautiful. Now, let me look at the bullets. Alright, I can make cheap lead bullets or quality lead bullets. Yes, I know. What do I... Okay, so I need fire salts. That's going to be expensive. I need more paper. So I can make the weapon, but I can't make any ammo for it. And I had short break for you. Yeah. Thank you. That's not a bad idea. First I'll have the water. And, said when everything froze up earlier, I had my break because I was trying to walk around and figure out what was going on, and took the time to use the bathroom and all that sort of fun stuff. But so let's see here. What's the difference? 12 and 18. Do they need different? Oh, that needs the paper. Nope. Wait. Oh, okay. That needs steel in addition. I was trying to see what the difference is between the two. Yeah, I'll definitely add the steel and get the better bullets for this at this point. So I am going to need to get more quicksilver and fire salts, because I don't have enough to do. I can make the gun, but I can't make the ammo yet, which is why I want to do the farm, so that I have a steady income coming in that he can put towards his research, basically. I had done the mod previously, a couple of years ago. It's a great mod. But I did the version where it was distributed to other people. Thank you, Croc. I am still standing, by the way. Yeah. That definitely felt like I wanted to with that when everything froze up on me earlier. Oh, really? Really? I keep pushing you guys away from this. Sorry. It got frozen up because one of my cats walked across the keyboard. The 18-year-old cat, 20 years in this house, she only just recently found out that if she stands on one of my keyboards, I freak out, and she thinks that's fun. Meanwhile, the boy keeps trying to use it as a headrest while he's sleeping, and they have an entire couch. And they get so mad at me when I move them. And they don't know that if they keep it up, I'm going to put one of those, like, electric bug zappers on the side of this and convince them that way, so I don't have to touch them. Okay, you stop. You are usually the good one. And you're the smart one, so you're the one who's going to cause the most trouble if you're not being good. So please stop. Thank you. I'm going to have to put something there as like a barrier. Put a pillow in the way or something just to keep them from knocking everything, knocking me off the air again. But I can see OBS is like still a little like about the fact that I got knocked off the way I did. So I can still see there's some error messages coming through. So I'm a little concerned that, not to mention that my bitrate keeps popping up as unstable. But we'll go till we go, or until my eye falls out of my head. So anyway, when I did this in the past, so I didn't have to really worry about this stuff. Yeah, the fire salts. That's why I said I'm going to need to have a source of income on this character. But what had happened with the previous version, which I don't even know if I can play now, I've changed so many mods since then, is I did it so it was distributed to NPCs too, which was great. I was finding ammo constantly on bandits and stuff. But it was supposed to be a light distribution, and for whatever reason, everyone had the guns. Just tons of them everywhere. Which, the guns, one of the nice things about the gun is it has a fairly high stagger. Which is great when you're fighting 3 or 4 guys and you're trying to have some crowd control. But when all 3 or 4 of those guys are shooting you back, you spend your entire time stagger locked. You don't get to do anything. And it was just impossible to function. So I stopped using it because of that. So this time I have it where I'm the one, my character is the only person I think who knows how to make them. Or you can find them in a few rare instances. Like the Dwarven guns you can find in the Dwarven places. But so I'm doing it like he's the one who created them. Or is recreating the technology, for the Imperial, for the Empire, for the war. And researching it, so he's come here to do it. And he brought his cousin Croc with him. So right now we have a crossbow, and we'll probably keep a crossbow around for the exploding bolts, but I want to graduate up to the gun. So, and there'll also be pistols. Yeah, where was the info on that? Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Wait a minute. I mean, I'd rather not use the pistols usually, but... Okay. So those I can make all three. Probably not. I think now they won't. The problem was it was distributing too many of them. In fact, oh well, after the ad I'll continue there. Let me... Alright, bullets, no, because I can't. Oh, okay. Are these the same? 15 shots, 25 damage. 25 damage. Ugh, why did that just... okay. Imperial pistol, 25, 55. Probably just use a steel one here. See how they look. So that's a steel. They all look the same to me. Alright. Quicksilver, steel, firewood. Okay. Same as the handgun, which I'd rather have the handgun right now. Alright. Yeah, well that's good. And my ads tend to be short, which is good. Yeah, I said the issue was it was originally supposed to be a very small amount of enemies, and it was like so many more. I had points where I had, in larger places, and now I have more enemies because of a mod I have. Easily 3/4 of them would have guns, and I always had more guns and ammo than I ever had to worry about. But it was impossible because you couldn't have that many people shooting at you and you not get stun locked or stagger locked. And it was hilarious. The first dragon fight with Milminer, I can never pronounce that damn dragon's name. All of the guard that come out with you, they all pulled out pistols. Yeah, all of them had pistols. And just this rain of lead shot into the sky at him, at the dragon. I was just like, oh crap. And I wanted it to be a lot rarer than that. And since I don't know how to... I am not savvy with the Creation Club or SSE Edit. I can't go in and change that stuff myself right now. Maybe someday. I would love to get that skill, but it's easier for me to just do it from just a pure role play and make it, okay, this is the only guy who really knows how to make them with except for a few rare instances. They're not a technology he developed, but he's working on learning how to do it. And there are very few people with the skill. That's kind of how I'm explaining it. So that when he finds them somewhere, one of the ones he wants to find is the Dwemer technology, which not only do I have the handguns, but I still have the Dwemer hand cannon mod, which I could use in addition, even though I'm going to make it mainly to lob explosives, so it's a grenade launcher, and so that will be very useful against large groups of enemies, and against dragons. Alright. So, I'm going to wait, since there isn't a pressing need to make it this second. Oh, more Grundle. Yeah. Yeah, oh god, Draugr with guns would be hilarious. I don't think the Draugr had them, fortunately. But with bandits, the bandits and the town guard, it was crazy how many were showing up. Um, Alright, let's... What I want to do now is wait till morning. Oh, good. He just laid down. Croc, could you not stand on my face? Croc. Cousin, get your foot off my neck, please. Do I have to get up and kick your ass? Ugh. He forgets I'm twice his size. By the way, this character is not really any... He should be about the size of average Argonian. If he's taller, it's a really small amount. It's just that Croc is that much of a pipsqueak. Another reason I love him. Yeah, Draugr with ancient iron. Yeah, ancient Nordic pistols. Would be kind of funny. Alright, let me... do my quick... Nope, no butterflies. Okay. We already had our almost invincible thief bug, which I still do not understand, but yeah. Next time I have one of those thieves show up, I'm just going to console command my character, like look up the console command to give myself higher regeneration than he has, and he and I can beat on each other for 6 or 7 days. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. I apologize for me not being visible this evening. Evening, morning, whatever it is for you. Said I've been suffering with migraines recently, and today I did not feel up for the lights. So I'm currently sitting in the dark. The only light in my house is from my monitors. But I've been able to play, which is great, because I greatly enjoy this game, and it's even better when I have company. I have a mod, because, yeah, the fall damage is a little weird in this game. You know, I used to be a lot much more careful, because of the extra jumping I have. It used to be very... I found something that reduced the fall damage. It probably is reducing it more than I need it to. If I can tone it down, I might. But I kind of like the anime approach, where things are a little, you know, the fact that I can double jump and jump 30 feet in the air. Little guy, what are you doing all the way over here? You are so far from home. If I could pick that up, I would, but I can't. I can only do harmful things to it, and that would make me a monster. Shoo, go back home. I don't know how the chick got that far away. Oh, good. I'm starting to see the butterflies. Good. Actually, it makes me want to check back this way, since we're still close. But yeah, no, I know the jumping. I used to have, well, technically I still have it, I just removed it. Oh god, it's starting to rain over here. That's going to completely screw that up. I should have stayed where I was and gotten those butterflies. And now the rain's going to follow me, watch. Yeah, now it's raining everywhere. Yep, nope, maybe I'll be okay. Maybe I'll beat it. Nope, rain's following me. Oh well. If I'd kept going in this direction, I would have gotten butterflies. Too late. Oh, well. Skyrim weather makes so much sense. But you're always jumping the game, takes so much time for all. Cast invisibility, it doesn't time out for 15 hours? What? NBC. Yeah, well, I was trying to outrun the rain, but did not succeed. I knew that was gonna happen too. As soon as I ran towards the rain area, I was like, as soon as you get the rain, it's too late to turn around and run back. It's just gonna rain on you for God knows how long. And I just wanted to go and collect some of the monarch butterflies since I can make healing potions with those. And since we're gonna actually start doing stuff that's dangerous, now I'm not ruling out the using restoration magic on him, especially considering it's they're good at it. They get the bonus to restoration. It's one of their higher skills. So it makes sense, but for the moment, I knew I was going to probably need alchemy anyway for what, I think it does affect what kind of bullets you can make. It definitely works with the hand cannon. Oh yeah, I got to remember I got a boogie here. Why am I coming up to him without my weapons? Fine. Good enough. Not normally what I would be doing, but... Oh, crap. I pissed him off. There we go. That was... I don't think I've ever seen him aggro on me when... Uh-oh, why is it getting... I have been having so many problems with that tonight. What? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, the invisibility. Sorry, brain is not braining at 100% with this. What's a shield, brother? Why is this going... can we not do this?
An outsider, eh? Never heard of the companions?
Nope.
An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough.
I'm an Argonian. Argonians are generally pretty polite from what I've seen. I don't think I'd say... The join you, he probably really doesn't want to necessarily join them, but he definitely would not say sounds like a waste of time.
Not for me to say. You'll have to talk
and I might join them anyway, because they do have, a trainer for things that he wants to learn. So,
if you go to him, good luck.
Thanks. Thank you. Hopefully the world will stop skipping. I wonder if that's because I turned off. I was testing something with some of the mods. There we go. And I'm thinking maybe because I turned them off is why I'm having so much stutter issue tonight. Because I was told they don't help, and I'm starting to think that, well, maybe they do. Let's see. Look at this. I left it wide open. What do you guys, grow up in a barn? Oh, wait. Let's see here. Well, I've had a couple others, but I think they may have been before you got on. And they're on. It's a good graphics card, and it's the newest generation. But because it's it's definitely it's the middle end of the choice, or the second, could you, dude, sit still. I love how fluffy they are now. Nope, these are cows. These are cows. Definitely cows. The bulls would be a lot bigger. Hi, are you going to try to stand on the keyboard again? Because I will launch you onto the other couch. Just so you know, you're going to get tossed over to the other couch if you try that again. But anyway, it would be, because it's a laptop, and I was talking to Magus 80 about this. He, said, he didn't understand why they did it. I think I understood why, but probably the fact that the desktop models would have probably 12 gigs of VRAM on them, and this only has 8. And I'm sure it's because of a laptop, they're trying to make it smaller. I know. Everybody makes the milking the bull joke. I've made the milking the bull joke. That's just my stock, trying to give a stock comeback of the, nope, definitely not. Trying to do a semi-in character. I try to put some of the role play in. So, hello. Oh yeah, that stuff's all steel now. But so I think that loss of 50% of the memory on it is probably what's causing some of the problems that I don't think I should be having, based on the age and the alleged power of the card. But at the time, the laptop was just kind of the right form factor for me. And it just means next time I get a computer, I will have to. Now I've rearranged things so I could probably get away with a desktop. But I couldn't have at the time when I was thinking about it. I think as long as it was a smaller form factor, it wasn't some massive tower desktop, I think I'll be okay. But it's going to be... it better be many years before... It's got to be at least 4 or 5 years before I even think about a new computer. Because that's my bare minimum for the amount I spent on this. What was this? Well, I'll tell you this. If you got 2 jugs of milk from a bowl, you're a very hard worker. And the bowl must really like you. Oh, gosh. Grab that because I can make money off those. And I'm trying to not... Just personal rule of engagement thing. And I have... It's not a hard and fast kind of thing. It's to stay, I'm going to try to... In the most part. But, with the crafting, I'm going to try to avoid grinding any of the crafting. So, because it's too easy for me to just, between Blue Mountain Flower, Hanging Moss, and Lavender, and Nordic Barnacle, Garlic, and Salmon Roe, I could power level alchemy in absolutely no time, and also have infinite money. But it kind of wrecks the challenge of the playthrough, because you just get too powerful, too fast. Alchemy, of all the crafting skills are powerful. Alchemy is an I win button. It is so easy to power that one up, and you don't even have to be like... Enchanting is really powerful, but it really gets out of control when you get the level 100 perk. Yeah, Salmon Roe built. And before that, it was the Giant's Toe one, but even that, at least that usually you had to work a little bit to get it, since the Giants don't give them up easily. Oh, I just caught... I love immersive citizens. We just caught them hanging out in there because they wanted some privacy. Their little illicit affair. Oh, these are all steel too. Damn. That changed with this mod. But at least in Giant's Toe, in theory, to farm them, you have to kill giants, which is not easy. You know, especially at low level. Salmon roe is butt ass easy. I don't know what butt ass easy means. I just made that up. So, you know, but also, once again, the enchanting, you know, you got to hit at least. Well, it really opens up on 100. Mm-hmm. And that takes some work. Smithing is always helpful, but there's no, and it can get very powerful. But really, even with that, you have to get to. Usually, most people just after 60, unless they have a specific reason to have 100, they're fine. Alchemy, like, is useful right off the bat, and by level like 40 or 50 alchemy, you're already being able to do stupid things, especially if you get some enchanted gear. It's, you know, it's so easy to raise up, and it's so easy to break, and it will, more so than either the other. Well, yeah, enchanting can do this too to some degree, but you can enhance any play style with alchemy, including enchanting and smithing. So it's, you know, that's why I always say it's an I win button, and I'll use it because it is useful. Especially I got back into using it more as I started doing, even though I'm not doing it right now. But if I'm playing on legendary, yeah, I almost have to, especially at low level. It's the best way, easiest way to keep alive. Would you please stop drawing your weapon? Thank you. We're not shooting the food out of the barrels. We're just looking through the barrels. Hi. Nope, don't steal. Stealing is wrong. Mainly because I don't really feel like fighting the hired thugs right now. Hey, wow. That took some balance. He has exceptional balance. You're hunting fish in a barrel. Now draw your crossbow, damn it. Yeah, I never even take the pure mixtures. Generally, for me, really, unless it's a special character, I get these. I get benefactor, get physician, and that's usually it. If I'm making a character who's going to use a lot of poison, I'll get poisoner and concentrated poison. But that's rare. But just these 7, and you're done. You know, obviously, then it's just what else you need to do. I've been known to get green thumb or some of the others if I needed them for something. Concentrated poison if I was doing a character who got by on his poisons. But it is such an easy, that's what I mean, where it's like, it's so much less investment than some of the others. Smithing, you can put the least investment on because you can technically, depending on what you're doing, you can technically get away with steel and arcane enchanter and be done with it. Or arcane blacksmith, I mean. Sorry, I'm getting a huge kick out of the fact that I landed on this. If I had tried to do this, I never would have managed it. Oh, nope, can't reach. Oh, I can just reach that one, though. Got the potatoes. Okay. Haha. Catch me now, Croc. Croc's gonna be like, ah, to catch up with me. Hey, look. How you doing? You guys having a good day? Ladies?
A peaceful grave
To you too.
Arjit is just a guard and has no wares to sell.
Okay, that's nice.
May the sun warm your path, friend.
Thank you. You too.
The
I'm just
roads
warming
of
up the
Skyrim
fire.
lead to many dangers.
And I
There is
love...
much beauty in this place.
I love
How
the
high
mustache.
mountains
The
of
tentacle
Skyrim
mustache. That's from a
rise.
mod I found. They gave you like the catfish, the koi fish tentacles as an option, and I
It is
absolutely
a
love
strange
them.
sight. The white flakes that sometimes fall from the sky.
Yes. Your bread must be getting very soggy. But at least it makes sense that they're standing near the fire. Oh, okay. I was just curious. I'm not going to steal it. I just wanted to see what it was. I would not steal their food. At least on this character. Lurk for a bit. Big little... Okay, enjoy. It's a good thing. And that's one of the things I like about Twitch is you can kind of multitask with it. So, alright, let's see what Rasad has. Whoops, sorry. I don't mean to threaten you, sir.
How can I assist?
What do you got for sale?
Take a look.
I am tempted to ask the other thing, but not yet. Let's see what you've got. Ugh. Dwindling Frost, but it's expensive. Resist magic. Yeah, that's tempting. I am going to need some of that stuff in the future. I don't think you can enchant the guns. You can get special bullets that do things. I think you can improve it with smithing, but I don't think you can put magic on them. Which is fine, it's fair, because they're powerful. Doesn't mean I might not keep a crossbow on me with an enchantment. Let's see. And or a short bow. Alright, nothing there. Oh, you guys don't have the steel blue Entaloma. Surprised. I must have beaten it. I must have done some... How was I going to put it? Done a mischief to the leveled lists again. Okay, I probably don't need another one of those yet. Ooh, maybe you have... Nope, you have Moonstone, which makes sense. I was hoping you'd have some Quicksilver on you, sir. I cannot afford... Well, I can technically afford a soul gem. I just can't afford to do anything with one. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
You too. I just want to get out of this. Well, I was about to say, it doesn't make sense in Argonian complaining about the rain. I feel like they're probably the race least likely to be bothered by it. Alright. Yeah, so this guy is a little more on the brainy side. So I'm trying to make sure he's a little thoughtful at times. He is definitely more of a good guy. He is for the... Oh, can I make it? Oh! I do like to screw with them. Don't do it. Don't push me off, Croc. Don't do it. I'll jump. I'll jump. Don't make me jump. I'm jumping. Haha. Now I can get the plants before he gets over here. I can also do this old gag. What? I am the guard. Her, her. I am a guard. Her, her.
Halt.
Halt.
City's closed with the dragons.
City's
about.
closed as the dragon's about.
Business only.
Official business only. Well, move along. No, I'm the guard. Alright. And then I just confuse him so much about it, so.
Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
See, I convinced him I'm the guard. Alright, let me put this away.
say Helgen got hit by a dragon.
Yeah.
One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
Yep, we will, fellow guard. Later on, I'll be like, yeah, that guy didn't look anything like one of our guards. Hey, how you doing, Impossible? I hope you're having a good evening. I'm having a lights out gaming night because I was getting migraine-y. So, hence why, you know, I mean, I don't think anyone complains about photos of my cats, but I know sometimes people wonder why I have that there instead of supposed to be. Taking a break from my usual character for this character of who is Shoots-Yer-Knees, who is going to be a gun-wielding Argonian researcher.
I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
I expect a miracle. Hi, how you doing?
Huh?
Huh? What? Huh? Hi.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy.
Do you?
More inside.
I can't ask her about that. That's weird. I was gonna ask her about working the forge all day.
Don't forget to check inside the shop. Be gone.
What? Oh man, I like this. I like the wetness effect when it's been raining. Of course, I don't think it's raining in here anymore, but I also like the fact that I keep smiling when I turn the character around. Keep smiling for the camera. But yeah, he and his cousin slash research assistant, Croc, have come to Whiterun. Oh, you woke up about an hour ago. That sounds good. He is doing research. He is a tinkerer, and he has been working on recreating and improving firearms for the Imperials, because they're hoping that will give them something of a evening point against the Thalmor magic. And so he has come to Skyrim to one of the main things is to look at some of the Dwemer ruins to look for stuff, because their technology was so advanced, and there's always been rumors of some incredible weaponry there. So, and he had what happens to everyone who tries to come to Skyrim, getting caught on the border and all that. All right, I don't know why I even did that. All right, let's do a couple things. First thing we'll do is let's set up our living arrangements, even if they're going to be temporary. Seems like a nice enough place. Did that improve that? Nope, okay. Oh no, those two look better. I added a new, I kind of almost wish I'd gone with a 2K texture, but that's just because I'm probably abusing it, but thing that redid some of the robes, so I wanted to see. I thought she would be in a different robe, but I don't think I added that part. But they look nice. Alright, I don't really need to chop any extra wood right now. The only thing I want to do, hey, Croc, I need you to hold, yes, I need you to hold some of this, because I don't feel like, I know I'm going to need some firewood, but for the moment, I don't want to give her all of my firewood, because I don't need to. Perfect. Here, what I will do, we'll do a little more chopping. Yeah, exactly. They're hoping it will give them some sort of edge. So that's kind of his motivation, and why he's coming here. So he's working on trying to learn more about them so you can become a gunsmith. I right now have the capability of making at least the basic one. I just need to get the materials because I need more quicksilver. I can make a gun, I just can't make any ammunition. I've used this mod previously and I really enjoyed it. The problem was that the version I did was the one that distributed them to guards and bandits. It over distributed. I wanted them to be rare and everyone had them. And it got ridiculously out of hand. Partially because they do they do staggers on a hit. Now, when you're using it against enemies, usually you're fighting multiple enemies, having some stagger gives you some crowd control. It's great. When you have 4 or 5 bandits all shooting at you at the same time, you end up stagger locked and you just die because you can't do anything. And that's not fun. And, you know, even if you're decent at dodging, you're going to eventually get hit once. And once you get hit once, it's over for you. You just start, you know, it's like the end of Scarface. You know, Tony Montoya just going as he got repeatedly peppered with bullets. So, all right. Yeah, we got a little bit of... I will do this, though. Even though I said I'm not going to really be using... I'm not ruling out him using magic, because they kind of put magic and technology together. I'm just not going to go nuts with it. But I always have to use this spell, because it's too damn useful and funny. NBC Ejector Force. Okay, eat the yummy book. Wrong way. Let me get that into my favorites. Why can I not? There we go. Thank you. Now, nobody's here to test it on. I'm not going to launch Holdup. The only problem I have with it is I don't know why it's so goddamn bright. I've turned down the brightness on all my other spell stuff. That one spell just is like, I'm going Nova.
Like if it's work you need, I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling me into Isolda. Anyway,
whoever that is.
What do you need?
Stealth Mage. Oh, I've done some fun Stealth Mage stuff. I will probably be using some rune spells, because even though I can drop, I'm going to sell her the firewood.
Honest gold for honest work.
Thank you very much. And, you know, even though I've got some bear traps I can put down, they don't do any damage. I just laugh when they hit people. Hey, I'm looking for work. We need money. Yeah,
Here,
leads.
take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper. Heard any rumors?
I assume you saw the Gildergreen?
No.
Big tree, all burnt up, in the middle of the wind district?
No, I don't think I made it there yet.
It's part of the Temple of Kinneret.
Oh, that's nice.
People want Danica to do something about
Stealth
it.
Mage with
but
projectiles,
I don't know what
nice.
they expect.
Yeah. I also, there is a mod, I don't know if you mod or not, but there is a magic sneak attack, and that's basically what it's called, so that you can do, like, double damage with stealth strikes with the projectiles, which is nice. Okay, yeah, if you look on Nexus for magic sneak attack, it helps that stealth mage style a lot, and it's still, you could set it to higher, but I think it's only, like, double damage, so it's fair. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you're using Vote Grenade or any of those, they'll usually have things for it. I don't use the big overhauls. And no reason, I just haven't. And I'm kind of used to what I have now. I don't really want to recreate the wheel. Okay, heard any rumors lately? I think this is a character I'm not going to have him performing.
Have you seen that shrine of Asura?
Is it right next to the Gildergreen?
Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind.
Wow, that must be nice. I'll go up to the Wind District and check that out. I mean, that's what I would assume.
Of
Any bounty work I can help with?
Of course.
good.
It's all in this note.
I probably should get one of those bounty boards. Mods. Any other rumors?
People say there's someone in Riften that can change your face. Make you look completely different. Do you believe that?
Well, a suitable application of explosives would do the same thing. Let's see. Anything else? How about, do you have anything? I'm in need of some work. Do you have anything for me? She could have just given me all of this at once. I don't know why I keep asking.
Of course. It's all in this note.
I'm not going to do that one. I thought there was another one. I was looking for the one about the farm, to be honest. Okay, let me read that. Hey, a goat. We could use a pack animal to help carry all our stuff. And since she likes me now, I can abuse this. Whoops, didn't mean to grab that.
If it's work you need, how about shopping up
do you know?
some
Oh, here we go. Do you know where I could find some work?
Of course. It's all in this note.
Well, that wasn't the right one either. Look, ma'am. I'm going to keep asking you until you give me the mission I want.
A fine day to you, friend. May you die with a sword in your hands.
Something has gone horribly wrong if I have a sword in my hand. Give me the latest gossip.
The companions?
Yeah.
In your
I met them.
They're recruiting
They
new
seem
members,
nice.
from what I hear.
Maybe if I ask her the same question a different way. Are there any problems around town that need handling?
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
I don't. There we go. That's the one I wanted. Thank you. You have a wonderful day. Yeah, I'm going to try to make him nice. You know, unless you piss him off. I like Argonians as a general rule. So. The beast races just are fun. And I think they have good lore. Whoops. Now, it's so funny because the Argonians always come across as so nice and polite, and then I'm trying to remember, and it's something I vaguely recalled seeing in the books after. I'm trying to remember who was telling me the whole thing about the Oblivion Crisis and the Argonians being ready for it and actually invading Oblivion. You know, just going running roughshod over the Daedra, and then we'll be like, they're just like, shut the gate. You know, I mean, you know, that's, you just gotta respect the hell out of that level of just crazy ballsiness. So, all right, and we'll just take all that. Sorry, I don't normally snack on air, but because there's no camera, I decided to snack for a second. So pardon the chewing if you can hear it. I don't feel well, so I wanted a cookie. It was an oatmeal cookie, so, you know, it's healthy. I actually should have picked up, now that I remember it, some ginger snaps, because sometimes the migraines make me dizzy, and then I get nauseous. And the ginger snaps help with that. Ginger's very good for those things. I do have other forms of ginger, so it's okay. But, okay. How much more food can we find? I probably don't even need to go this nuts with the food, considering I'm actually going to make potions. But I must take the sweet rolls. Nom nom nom. I have been known to really abuse the, if you couldn't tell, take the free stuff thing in this game. More sweet rolls. I won't care. Whoop, hi. Pardon me. Don't mind me. Just touching your meat. Wait. Fish barrels are a wonderful source of salt and, of course, fish, some of which are useful ingredients. Alright, welcome back.
Oh, guess I have too many sweet rolls.
I'm not stealing the loot because I want to play an instrument. I'm stealing the loot because I'm trying to do a good deed by keeping Michael from playing. We did take the other thing too, yeah. The drum is gone. Ooh, we got a fine hat. It's one fine hat you got there, son. Me? Whee! Well, might as well. Normally I'd probably wait to cook to get more experience and stuff, but I don't feel like it. Okay, and we should have a little bit of venison. Nope, keep going. Alright, make 3 of those. Oh, I can make crab stew. Good. It's, yes, venison, beef stew, crab stew, vegetable soup, and venison stew, or soup, whichever it is, are stupidly useful. Oh, wow, I got a lot of that now. Oh, darn, I only have 3 garlic. Oh, I know why. Croc, I think, has the rest of my garlic. Hey, Croc. Can I get some of that garlic back? Thanks. Thank you, buddy. Oh, okay. Not a lot more garlic, but we got some garlic. Thanks. I will make use of that and make the rest of our crab stew. Know how much vegetable soup I have, but we'll make a couple more. There we go. All right, now we're set for a while on our soup. Make a few more apple dumplings, so I'm gonna make those because not only do they heal you, but they give you increase your bow damage. So why the heck wouldn't I? There we go. And I just leveled via cooking. Funny. Guys, take your helmets off before you eat. How are you eating that? You jamming it in your eye holes? I mean, you got little tiny mouth holes, so I guess. That's why it takes you guys so long to eat, though. It's very inefficient.
Hey, that's just my last meal saying hello.
What? I'm fascinated. For science, I'm trying to figure out how you guys get enough calories to survive. I mean, wow.
Tastes like chicken.
I mean, it's not welded on, is it? You can take it off, I would hope. I mean, I don't know with you people. I'm just curious. I'm sorry if I offended you. What about you? You need a straw? Or do you just, once again, pour it in the eye hole and hope for the best? It's good because they can also use their heads to tap the keg. So. You would think they would run at people head first with that. It seems like a very Nord thing to do. Oh yeah, voted me in here. Croc? Could you not tackle hug me out of the way? Alright, now we gotta do this trick. Thank you. Keep grabbing stuff I don't need. We got an ad. I will. Oh, I got a backpack. Good. That'll be helpful. I don't think we have anything stolen. Okay. Trade some stuff. While the ad's going on, we'll do the trading. Nope. We'll leave you some wine. Wine. Gotta find him something to eat. What are you gonna like? Give him a boiled cream treat. Honey nut treat. Have the salmon steak. I'll cook the brat for you. Words. Here. Have some clam meat, too. He looks like he'd like clam meat. Oh. I could have cooked those mud crab legs. Why can't I talk? I'm losing the ability to form words. There's Invocrenator. There's a perk for stealth magic called Demolition. Oh, that's cool. Back. Don't think that would work. Alright. So we got Croc some food. I know he had some potions of healing. Probably could use some more. And I'm going to probably make some healing potions of my own, so let me make sure he's set up. Whoop. Alright, he's good there. Alright, he doesn't need all three of these. I'll let him keep the mace, because he seemed to really like that. Or not mace, the axe, as a backup. Let's see here. Just got access to the closed beta of a game I'm interested in. Cool. Nice. Makes it so destruction magic is 1% more powerful per level of sneak when not detected. Oh, cool. That's not bad. What's the game? Half. I don't know. What's a good? I'm gonna do half. I think is half okay if I'm going fast. Node farm. Okay. Let's see. So we don't have to. Oh, I did want to give him some more ammo. Let me give him the steel arrows. And I'll give him most of the iron arrows. Perfect. Just in case I need a few. You know, I always want to make sure so I don't inadvertently, you know, come up with something that would be, you know, something you find distasteful. So, you know, it's just polite. All right. So, this is usually my home away from home until I can figure out where we're going to live. Sometimes it becomes my home away from home for the entire game. Oops, I should have kept a couple of those hawk feathers. I'll dig one out later. There. There we go. I'm in the Bannered Mare. Or the Mannered Bear. Whichever you prefer. I'll do some more cooking at a later date if I need to. It's the main inn in Whiterun. Okay. Yes, well, if you, at least in the base game, if you sell her Hulda firewood, she likes you. And because she likes you, she lets you stay. Usually it's this room upstairs. Sometimes you end up in Michael's room for some reason. I'm not sure why that is. And you can stay here for free, and this stuff is all safe. These three and the one on either side of this door, basically everything on this second floor, is safe storage. Yeah, and that's what I did. I cut some wood outside. I brought a wood cutting axe with me, and just cut some wood for her, made a little bit of money, and now I can live up here, basically. Now, what's interesting on my game is I have the Become Bard. You can perform and stay in an inn for free. But I've found that if I do that, I lose the permanent free thing. Now, this character, I don't think I'm going to do a lot of Bard performance. Sometimes some of my characters I do, you know, oh yeah, they would perform just for fun or whatever. And while I might have him play an instrument, first of all, I don't think I have a flute yet. I feel like he'd be a flute player. But I don't see him, you know, this character, I just, you know, just to do something different, I don't think I will do that with him. You know, this situation, I need some long-term storage of a place to live. Most places, even if, since I have one of those, everywhere else I'll just go pay. You know, he'd spend the money. I would spend the money, but I'm more concerned with the storage right Although I could have probably just dumped everything into that chest outside the Tundra homestead. I'm told that's safe storage, but I've got trust issues with that one. So, well, thank you for stopping in. Good chatting with you. So you have a good safe day at work. All right, let me put all this away. Wow, I got a lot of salmon meat. Save in the sweet rolls, because I always take sweet rolls because they expect. Otherwise, the guards have nothing to complain about. So, all right. There's that. And this is just, it's always, I know everybody has different systems. I always find it fascinating to watch how people do storage. You know, up here I've got this because I've done it so many times. It's like, it's just a science for me of the, you know, pretty much, I have a mammoth tusk. That's good. That'll come in handy. Let's see here. Yeah, I am going to have to get a hold of some more quicksilver. Now, once again, I have a choice of how I want to do that. So I have to make a decision about that. I have to remind myself that I got to save the rolls of paper. All right. And I'm going to keep carrying the bear traps, if only because it's funny. Yeah, I don't think Drum is going to be his cup of meat. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you go the Stormcloak side, it's interesting because they give you a key to the house. If you go Imperial, which is how I usually go, partially because I want the access to the stuff at Alvor's smithing, it's forge area, the ore and not the ore, the ingots. I always want to grab those without them being stealing, so I usually go there. But for some reason, they don't give you a key to the house. Interesting thing is, once again, doing this same trick, if you sell firewood, cut firewood and sell it to Hod in Riverwood, Hod and Girder live together, as long as you can get into their house, you can take all their stuff and you can sleep. It's just that the door's usually locked. But you can get, if you pick Alvor or Ralof, I always forget which guy's which. If you pick the Imperial guy, and this it made sense for me. I've had very few times where I'm going to side with the Stormcloaks. But if you pick the Imperial person to go through the place with, you can get all the stuff in their house and get all the stuff that's in the other house. So based on that, I usually, and you can, the other option is, yeah, you can also, if you get Feindel as a follower, you can sleep in his house and take stuff. And even if you stop using him as a follower, as long as you traded with him and grabbed the key to his house, you can continue to go in there and sleep in his house. So I just, ever since I got Croc, I usually don't bother unless I want one of them as a follower. You know, if I was doing some kind of super exploit run with this character, I would have grabbed Feindel as a follower to have him train me for free. But I try not to do that stuff anymore. I used to do that more, and I've kind of moved away from it. Let me for now. Where did that go? Don't know. Did I not? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where I put something. Huh, apparently I didn't put it in there yet. Okay, good. I'm on crack. Don't mind me. Alright. What are the things I was going to save? Still haven't decided whether I'm going to use the fishing pole or not. Alright. What else are we putting away here? Oh, I forgot to give him his fur tail sleeve. How silly of me. Okay. Not getting us properly dressed. Let's see. I haven't played too long. Maybe I went Stormcloak. Just used as a move of the house. Yeah, and that's what I do here. I just, until I decide where I'm going to live. And here I said it's probably going to be either the plantation, if it's working properly for me, or I might just save up money and then buy the, the one I was just outside of, the Tundra Homestead. Because I like that one. That one's very, very pretty. It's small, but it has everything, pretty much everything you need. The only issue is usually just that it's a little cramped. I'm going to save the History of the Empire books and the Argonian ones. Just for fun. Once again, brainy character, so it gives me a reason to do it. I'm carrying a lot of stuff I don't need to be. And this is where I usually toss all the crap I'm going to sell later. Nope, do not throw. Definitely have to buy more block picks. he'll wear the fine clothes. I'll have to decide. I wanted to do oh, I know what I'll grab. Oh yeah. Trying to figure out what, if I want to have, I should have an emergency melee weapon, so I'm just trying to decide what it will be. I was playing around with the broom, but now I'm kind of like, maybe I should go one-handed so I could, have a torch in the other hand. Yeah, let's level up. Probably save this one for the moment. Yeah, two-handed, I got up to almost 30 just smacking people with a broom earlier. Now I wish I had kind of gone one-handed. Why look? Look at that. What? And goodbye. I don't even understand why they have the bots send these. Does anybody actually look at this rando with a bullshit something name and go, oh yeah, I should go do that. I want more viruses on my computer. It's like, just feel like it's like people would come to your site. You probably get more people coming to it accidentally than if you were doing that idiotic spamming. Yeah. It just doesn't even, I mean, especially when it's just blasting everywhere here. It's like, you see it, every single person go, no, don't do that. It's just, you're actually advertising against your thing at this point. And sometimes you go, wouldn't it be funny if it actually was a spectacular, completely legit site, and people were just actually doing that because they were surprised? And it's like, obviously that's not the case. But then they go, I wonder why we aren't getting any traffic. All right. What was that? Oh, I know what I needed to do. Well, I know what I actually need to do. Okay. There we go. Wake up feeling well rested. That's how you know this is a fantasy. So I think this is gonna, let me do this. I'm gonna snooze that because I think this is gonna be my end time because I should have been asleep a while ago. Let me just look quick if I know. As usual, I'm trying to see if nope, that is, they are not. Okay. Yeah. All right. I am not. Unfortunately, this has been the problem of me going so late. I'm having a hard time finding anyone on. You know, I wish I could just not sleep, and then I could just do this all night until the people I know were going. But that would be very unhealthy for me. So I do want to thank everyone. If you have someone you specifically know, I don't like doing it completely blind. You know, if you know somebody who you think would be a good vibe, good vibe, we'll pass the vibe check. That's the term I wanted. You can tell I'm getting now. I'm like the switch just flipped of the I really need to go to bed. It's, I always feel bad because I've had a couple nights where I'm having a hard time finding, Skyrim people. Yeah. And I prefer Skyrim or something of a similar nature. Unfortunately, I said the one person I know that's on is doing Borderlands, which I don't feel is very much like Skyrim. So I think we're gonna just unfortunately have to just call it a night. Thank you all for hanging out, and hopefully the people who hung out on part one of this, I will have to apologize to any of them for my stream dying on me, but you guys all have a good night. Said I should be back on Saturday. I said I might be on really early, but at very least earlier time. I don't have my Dungeons and Dragons game, so I have time to mess around a little bit potentially with some stuff. I might continue him just so people can finally see the guns. We're very close. I can make the gun. I just got to figure out how to make bullets. So Mama Bear, thank you very much. You guys have a good night. Thank you so much for the support and letting me do this at half power, basically. And I will hopefully see people very soon, and hopefully I will feel well enough that I can do the camera thing. So, and show off my furry little terrorists here who hopefully won't blow up my computer again. So, you all have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, evening, second breakfast, afternoon tea, whatever time it is when you're watching this, either live on my VOD or over on my YouTube channel. Yes, I have a YouTube channel. If you look for @TheKarmaJockey, you should find it. And as usual, I hope you're doing well. And if you're not doing well, I hope you're at least doing better. So take it easy. Have a good one. Bye.